We're showing our age a little bit for anyone who doesn't know. This was the Sunday morning syndicated show. There are those benchmark things, that make you feel old. Let's go through some of this right now. Okay.
All right.
I saw a guy running yesterday. Okay. And he was, I don't know, he's probably in his 20s or something. Like, nobody looked twice. He had shorts on, he had his shirt off. He wasn't like in insane jogging gear, but he was young enough to be running where no one thought there was something wrong somewhere. There is an age that you hit where if you ran down the street, I'm not talking about at the track at the park, if you ran down the street, people would look around and go, something's wrong. So what age is that? What age could you no longer run down the street? It might be 12.
Not nowadays?
Like, could you run down the street now without people going, oh, shit? Something.
Not with fucking everybody in this fucking state with a concealed weapon. Shit.
That is true.
Fuck that. Better light yourself on fire if you're going to run.
So how about this one? My daughter pointed this out to me one time. I was belly aching about getting a new phone. I was holding on to the 8S until like this year. And I'm like, oh, my data's not going to come over. And she laughed at me. And she's 16. She's like, oh my God, that is such an old guy thing. Like, you're afraid to get a fucking phone because your shit's not going to come over. Do you relate to that at all? Or are you okay, like, getting that new phone every 2 years? All the emails will be there. All the pictures will be there.
I don't know what I have now. It's a Samsung Note. I brought my old one in because it's just basically they told me if you don't change your fucking phone out, you're just not gonna have service. I brought like a Note 2 in. I think they're like on 14 or something now. I mean, I probably brought a brick, one of those bricks in. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. Zero fucks given.
Yeah. So that one I used your phone today.
Yeah.
So that one you handed me, that's a new one.
That's maybe 2 years old.
Okay. Impressive how big you could get the font too, by the way. I didn't think there were that many fucking black pixels in the gimmick, but that's amazing.
No.
All right, how about this? Radio, streaming, or satellite? What do you have?
In my car?
In your vehicle.
I got fucking a 6 CD changer in that motherfucker.
6, baby.
Shit.
In the trunk.
No, in the dash at Mustang.
So you don't listen to the radio?
Yeah, a little bit here and there, but.
And it's broadcast radio? Or is it
like,
satellite?
It's like fucking the Hog here, or fucking there's a R&B station out of Orlando.
Yeah, because that was another thing I was surprised that my wife was talking to somebody who was like in her fucking 20s or maybe 30 or something. And she was like, yeah, I'm waiting for, I'm getting satellite or whatever. Or my satellite was going in and out. And the salesperson kind of laughed like, yeah, if you still do radio, yeah, you could just stream, And I guess, that's another thing. That's another benchmark now for age, the radio.
Yeah, but to me, it's just like, I'm the guy that goes to the gym and they say, hey, man, you want us to change the music? And I'm like, what's on? I don't pay fucking, like, if I'm doing shit, if I'm driving, I'm fucking driving. I'm talking to myself all the time. It's like that show You on Netflix. I'm talking to myself 24/7.
Right.
How am I going to get rid of that fucking body in the trunk?
Right. Yeah. Well, you got a little of the bipolarity going on.
Yeah.
Greeting cards. That's another one. Greeting cards.
Never. We have an ongoing, it's a standard in our family. If it's a Hallmark fucking holiday, we do not at any time. There's no Sweetest Day, Valentine, none of that fucking shit. You got a birthday, you got Christmas, that's it.
But you do birthday cards?
Fuck no.
Oh, you don't? Okay. So, I'm going to give you a test, all right? You're just going to answer these questions, and I'm going to score you. I'm going to tell you where you are, all right?
Is this how fucking old I am?
Yeah, let's say the gradient is like, I don't know, like for cultural reference, like Billie Eilish to like Michael Douglas, like who you think is cool. Like Billie Eilish is cool, Michael Douglas is cool. Okay, that'll be the gradient. So here we go. Ready?
Okay.
Verbiage. Do you turn up the music or raise the music, or TV, whatever. You turn up the TV or raise.
I turn it up.
Turn. Dial, right? Mark that. Okay, next. When's the last time you said dungarees?
Never.
Oh, that's good. Okay, we'll give you points for that. How about corduroy? When's the last time you referenced corduroy?
Anytime you're in Canada, it's a national wardrobe.
Have you ever in your life had to stand up to change a channel?
Fuck, I was a remote control for 6 seasons. But then we only had 247 and we had actually, because we lived in Detroit, we had Channel 9, which was Canadian broadcast. So we got Hockey Night in Canada, so fucking suck on that.
Did you do the UHF dial gimmick?
We got Channel 50 probably when I was maybe 6 or 7. And then we actually got Channel 62, which showed like the real horrible monster movies like the Godzillas and Rodons and those,
That's great.
Ghidras. Yeah.
Do you need to leave the all right, I should say, have you ever left the captions on while watching Netflix?
No.
No. Okay. How many of your high school girlfriends are dead? Came up with these when I couldn't sleep last night, as you might be able to tell.
I have no idea.
You don't know of any that you heard that passed. Okay. All right.
But
Can you
I'm also
identify?
one of, I mean, I'm one of those people that just completely compartmentalizes their life. It's just, like I just got in contact with one of my best friends in high school was a guy named Jerry Bainey. And Jerry and I just reconnected he reached out to me and he had earlier in the year, he had taken a picture in front of my house, that I grew up in. And it was like, fuck, it was so sweet. It was so funny because I went off to a Catholic school and my mom was just like, and Jerry had like really long hair in high school. And, my mom in her head's like, I know that one of the guys from the team is picking up Kevin that lives here in town. I just hope it's not that long haired one. And fucking lo and behold, here comes Jerry and his fucking Maverick. So yeah, so we've read there, and like all my a lot of the guys that I went to high school with, and then like their brothers and this whole great. They used to play football every Thanksgiving, and they got hurt and beat up. Now we're all in our 60s, and now I think they're going to do a golf outing. But fuck, I'm like on the road for 3 days with a sign. I would have blown this fucking thing off because it's just like, we're not getting any younger. I'd like to see my buddies, but next time I'm in town, I think when I'm gonna probably pick a weekend and when the canvas comes out and do some proper advertising, making sure that you got to do quality control on these fucking things if you're going to break it out. So make sure that there's proper quality control on my product, and I'd love to see it. Just hang
Very
out with
cool.
Jerry. Yeah,
You should have them call in. We can get some good young Nash stories. In addition to the ones we've gotten already involving the toilet tank and whatnot.
We just wanted both. We both, Jerry and I both came to the conclusion that we both want to say, and I want to publicly say it to Larry Janess, fuck you and thank you for ruining our senior year. He was my basketball coach my senior year.
You don't get along with your basketball coaches, I'm noticing.
I don't get along with fucking anybody.
Can you identify these three people? Let's go. Let's bring up the first one.
Fish. Abe, whatever the fuck his name is. Fish.
Vagoda. Okay. That counts. Fish. Next one.
Petty Duke.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Last one.
Lauren Green.
All right. That's okay. We'll mark that down.
Look, Bonanza.
Did you ever look in the mirror and did you ever look in the mirror and see any Lauren Green or Abe Vigoda staring back at you? Is that for question?
I think I see Abe Vigoda's nose hair some mornings when I got to take that fucking weed whack and go deep into that motherfucker.
Yeah. Hopefully some company can come along and give us some male grooming products to help with those kind of things, Kev. We'll see.
Yeah, you never know.
Next couple of weeks.
I keep my shit Coolio'd up anyway, so.
Twist it up. Curl it. Ever attend a Pampero Furpo match?
No, but watched him on TV.
Okay.
Actually,
What?
I think we were in New Orleans or someplace, and fucking Sean Waltman, man, that motherfucker knows. He's like a wrestling encyclopedia. And we're walking out of the fucking and Harley was there, and Harley was in a wheelchair. We were walking with Harley, and I think Scott was pushing Harley, and fucking kid goes, "Oh my god!" He goes like, I go, "What?" He goes, "Right there, it's purple." And I was like, "That's fucking purple." So
He would, of all people, right?
absolutely,
Pac would know.
Pac would
That's
fucking
awesome.
know.
Was Bill Russell the greatest of all time?
No, Chamberlain.
Okay, well, that's still okay. That's still going to count against you there. Name all 3 Pep Boys.
The Pep Boys, like on the commercial.
The commercial, the Pep Boys. Bum 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 bum. 3
Suck a
names.
dick, swallow my balls, and eat my ass.
The commercials, the animation on those commercials would have been much more interesting if it was those. No, it was Manny Mo and Jack.
Okay,
Have you ever referenced the Maytag Man?
No.
Okay. Have you ever accused a friend or a sibling of scratching your record?
Now, if you really want to go back, I'd say, hey, man, you just fucked up my 45.
45 or a 33?
Yeah. 45s.
That's gonna.
Remember you used to have the round fucking carry case you take down the street to your
Of
buddy's
course.
house?
Yeah.
I remember fucking Touch Me by the Doors was one of my hits.
All right. Well, this puts you on the scale from Billie Eilish to Michael Douglas. I'm sad to announce you're Bela Lugosi, for God's sakes, with those answers.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh boy.
Can't teach cool, baby. Doesn't matter what the fuck you know. I know Billie Eilish.
We were talking about.
You didn't ask me anything that would have like if you would have put up 3 like current people and I would have got them, then I could have had like some cool factor come back in. But you just, I mean, fuck. Of course, I want. There was 3 channels on TV. Of course, it would have fucking Patty Duke, fucking
Right.
Barney Miller, and
Lorne Green.
One of my best friends on earth is Adam Rodriguez. His father-in-law is Wojo
From Barney Miller?
Yeah.
That's dope.